What I was surprised to learn when I watched the documentary the other year, Corman's World, was the fact that you supported and distributed quite a few foreign films. And I was curious about the approach you took, because you would program films from Bergman, I believe, and Fellini, but at the drive-in. What was the thinking behind that?
Well, that happened one time. We distributed, let me see, Bergman, Fellini, Truffaut, Kurosawa, Volker Schlöndorff, the German director, Alain Resnais, a number of them, and we distributed them in the normal, what were called art house theaters in the major cities, and particularly in college towns. And with the first film we distributed from Bergman, Cries and Whispers, was very successful for us. And in the fall, it had just about finished its run in art houses. And I was aware we put a lot of our pictures in drive-ins, which was a big part of the way we distributed. And I knew that in the fall, the major studios didn't want to put their pictures in drive-ins because the business was fading, cold weather was coming in, and so forth. But the drive-ins were looking almost desperately for films to keep going until finally snow or something closed them down for the winter. So I just got the idea of, why not put Cries and Whispers in a drive-in? And I did, almost as an experiment, as sort of a funny experiment, to see if it would work. And I remember it was a drive-in owner, actually in the South, in New Orleans, and he was a little surprised that through my sales manager we called, and he said, why not? We're not doing much business in the fall anyway. And we did average business. Nobody was happier than we were to do average business. And I got a letter from Ingmar, I knew him slightly, thanking me for people said, Bergman's going to be really upset. You're putting his picture in a drive-in and then in other drive-ins. I got a letter from him thanking me for bringing his pictures to a whole new audience that he had never anticipated.
Absolutely. That is actually my favorite Bergman film, and I can't imagine how wonderful it must be to watch that at a drive-in. That would be such a unique environment.